Y'all, please don't laugh at me. I swear. I was looking for my other hat. It's more fancier than this one right here. This hat I used to use for props, but anyway, it served the purpose. But I was looking for my other hat, my fancy hat. There we go. That's better. Because I started my locks over. And they're going through that little ugly phase. I did them a little bigger. And I can't find the hat. Is this it? No, that's a belt. I can't find the hat, so I just grabbed the first thing that I saw that I could grab. So let me do a reading. I haven't been here for a while. Coming back to do a reading. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying not to speak up too loud. Yeah, so y'all ain't seen me in a while. Cut all my locks off. I was doing my little teeny weeny afro, then I stopped doing that. And I decided to just go ahead and lock it back up again. So it's been a while. Hope y'all been good. You know, hope y'all enjoyed your holidays. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Happy birthday. All right, let's go ahead and read. Okay, so this is about appreciation and the value that you express, the value that you see within yourself, and how you are allowing yourself to be treated. It's also talking about stagnation, like something is moving too slowly. This could have been a past situation. I feel like this is talking about a past situation where someone was in a relationship and they felt as though they were being taken advantage of. Could have been a situation where this person was giving too much of their time and their energy to someone who did not appreciate them. It's talking about someone who did not or who was not aware of their value, their worth. And they may have made things too easy in a connection that they had with someone else. And it seemed like something happened. I feel like the connection ended due to some betrayal here. There's this energy of someone being cut off. Communication has been limited. There's no communication right now. And I'm hearing like, I can't believe that this person did this to me. How could they do this to me after everything that I've done? Okay. Less is more. Less is more here. Okay. I feel like the connection that you shared with this person may have been over-nurtured. There is definitely an energy of someone giving too much, way too much. And now they're experiencing some type of instability, some stagnation. Growth has slowed up. There may be some issues with work, your social connections. There may be some health issues. Wow. There may be some concern here about being able to make a commitment, pay a bill on time or something like that. All right. And the reason is because you need to wait until your energy has been restored because you had given too much to a situation. If you're concerned about anything like that, I just want to let you know that things are clearing up. Things are clearing up. It may seem as though nothing is happening, all right? But that's not true. A lot is going on, but it's taking place below your conscious awareness. Okay? And there's something here about you having a wake-up call. Now you're able to see clearly or with clarity here. The truth about what's going on now. Okay? Someone feels as though they may have wasted their time, or time was wasted. And I don't feel that way. I just feel as though you were learning. I feel like this was an experience for you. Okay? There may have been some cheating. There was definitely some dishonesty here. This person was definitely not in a place where they could commit to you. This is someone who will say anything as a means to get what they wanted. And what they wanted was, they wanted a human experience with you. They wanted a physical experience with you. They wanted to experience pleasure with you. And in the process, they wanted to experience benefit with you, as well as comfort. Because this is someone who is incapable of manifesting on their own. They hold on to a lot of negativity, and they manifest more negativity on top of that. This is someone who thought that they were getting away with something, but they got caught. And maybe because some of you who are watching has taken the necessary steps to withdraw yourself physically from the connection. I'm picking up on the communication being down. Some of you are not communicating to your person of interest right now. For some of you, your person of interest, they're crying out for you. Below your conscious awareness, some of you are receiving texts. Some of you have blocked your person. Some of you are just simply ignoring messages. And you're focusing on healing. You're in the right place. This is exactly where you need to be right now. I definitely see a new opportunity coming into fruition. Just continue to focus on healing. Focus on grounding yourself and maintaining that sense of groundedness. Focus on creating peace for yourself, okay? This is a really good time to start focusing on establishing a business for yourself, making some type of plans in regards to business, how you can increase yourself. Some of you have ideas, things that you've been thinking about venturing out on, but you haven't had the time because you've been giving so much to this connection here. Now you're going to have the time to do that, and the energy is there for you, okay? So Spirit is definitely asking you to release the resentment if you're holding on to any type of frustration, because it's definitely going to hold you up, prolong things even further. You'll find yourself running into even more delays than before. Whatever was hidden is being revealed to you at this time. For some of you, you're still in the dark. But I definitely see a new beginning coming forward. You're also being asked to allow the situation to empower you. Okay? Don't allow it to stagnate you. And you may want to even consider keeping this person and anybody else like this person out of your energy, okay? Because if they're not contributing to your experience, then they're taking from you, okay? You should be very happy right now, or at least moving towards happiness, peace, comfort. Wow. Yeah. For some of you who are watching, if you actually remain in this place of groundedness, you're going to notice something. All right. There may be a point where there is no contact. You're not hearing from your person, but at some point, they're going to start to miss you. They're going to start to reflect back on what happened in the past. And then they will start to start to feel remorse and regret. at some point, they're going to want a reconciliation of some form. They're going to want to come back. You'll see. They'll be crying out for you. You'll start to see them in your dreams. Pay attention to your meditations. Yeah. Because I feel like even though they're not there in your energy, in your space right now, it's something about their spirit that lingers on. You can't see them, but you can feel them. You can feel their actual presence still there, lingering, holding on to you. But don't reach out. If you want positive results, you're in this energy now where you should be receiving, you should be healing, you should be at a state of peace. Okay? That's where you're going to have to stay. You're going to have to continue to practice a state of groundedness in order to get the best results out of this situation, because I see some gifts coming towards you, but you're not going to become aware of these gifts until you have entered into a state of peace, until you have released frustration. Yeah, for some of you, there may have been a third party who interfered with the connection here. And you can tell when that happened, because that's when everything just stopped. That's when everything just went haywire. Yeah, that's when everything went haywire. That was a sign that there was a third party interference. Right now I'm picking up on a woman or feminine energy or someone who was receptive to them. Doesn't always have to be a person. Just could be a situation that made itself available to your person of interest. And caused them to become neglectful and forgetful. There's a feeling of abandonment here. There could definitely have been some cheating. As I mentioned earlier, there could definitely have been some cheating here. Oh, look at that. Some abuse. Definitely some abuse. Okay, and that was because of the presence of this third party energy. A lot of fighting. For some of you, the fighting picked up. For some of you, your person was there, but they wasn't really there. All right. Yeah, definitely. I feel like spirit is definitely moving you out of this connection because of the abuse. A lot of it is spiritual. Yeah. Wow. So I feel like the experience that your person has had with you, all right, has caused them to become very arrogant. The more you gave them, the more arrogant they became. The more obsessed they became. The more they wanted from you. Yeah. This started out good, but it seems as though it ended up very toxic. The number 3 is all over here. All right, so it was definitely time for you to be pulled out of that situation. And that's because there's this new beginning that's coming towards you. And you have to be without this person before you can receive this. I feel like you're going to get all of your power back. Some of you are starting to already experience this. You become aware of these new opportunities. A new beginning, very exciting, passionate. All right. Some of you are still hesitant to move forward because whatever it is that's about to come to you, or whatever it is that you're about to become aware of, is going to require you to take a risk. All right. It's going to require you to step outside of your comfort zone and to do something completely different than you would normally do. It's going to require you to exercise confidence. You're going to have to pull from somewhere. But before you'll be able to do this, you're definitely going to need some distance between you and your person. Because this is someone who likes to work on your confidence. Hey, shh. This is someone who opposes you. They want to work on your confidence. They don't want you to be in a place of power or strength. That has a lot to do with fear, let me tell you. Let me pull up some more of these cards here. Let's get some more information. Oh, wow. So some of you have become aware of some spiritual gifts that you have. All right. Some of you are still on a path of awakening where you will become aware of these gifts. Some of you have become aware of these gifts already and you're not using them. Okay. And I feel like this has a lot to do with gift of clairvoyancy, being able to tune into your situation and see things for what they really are. All right. Some of you are tarot readers. And I feel like you may not, you're probably involved in situations where you're not really using your tarot cards to help you discover ways of getting out of situations. All right. You may be relying on someone else. All right. There is a level of codependency here. Definitely a level of codependency. Okay. If you're someone who thinks that you need someone, that definitely says, it speaks volumes of codependency. It says you're codependent. If you feel like, oh, we have children together and I can't let this person go, you're going to find yourself in a trap because it's going to either be your happiness or your person's happiness. Because at one point, it seems as though you guys were all up under the same umbrella. You were all in agreement. You all had the same goals. But something changed, and I feel like your person got distracted. They got distracted. They got caught up in earthly desires and things of that nature. And your person allowed it to interfere with the connection. Now, this may get a little personal for some of you. It may hit home for some of you. Okay? Yeah. You made life too easy for them. Too easy for them. But he's being very sneaky. Very sneaky. Some of you are afraid to let go and move forward. And that's the reason why he's continuing to behave in the way that he's behaving. That's the reason why if some of you are waiting for your person to come back, that's why they haven't come back yet. Okay? If every time he comes back, he does the same thing, that's a sign that lets you know, that means you need to do something to create change. You need to use your gifts. And maybe you're not using your gifts. You're relying on your person of interest gifts and you're not even aware of it. He's aware of your value. He's aware how gifted you are. And he's taking that for granted. He's hoping that you're not aware of it. And that's the reason why he's fighting so hard against you. Because he figures if I can keep you distracted, then you'll never be able to see me and what I'm really doing. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these goddess cards here. And then after that, I'm going to log off. Okay. So it's just about loving on yourself, putting yourself first, especially when we're dealing with Oshun here. It's all about loving yourself and putting yourself first. Understanding that it's really difficult to love anyone else if you don't understand what it means to love yourself. Loving yourself plays a key part in all of our relationships, whether they're social or work-related or emotional, whatever, spiritual. Listen, there's shame here. If you're holding on to shame right now, that's not a good thing, because you're just going to manifest more of that. Not only that, it's going to block your blessings. It's going to take longer for you to materialize whatever it is that you're trying to materialize. You shouldn't feel shame. You shouldn't feel shame. As Christians would say, they call it sin. In spirituality, shame is a sin. It's not what you did. It's what the feelings that you hold on to that eat you up. Don't do things that you are ashamed of or that you will be ashamed of later. Don't hold on to shame. It brings forth embarrassment and attracts more situations where you have a reason to feel ashamed. If this is not you, then this is your person of interest. At some point, they are going to experience some form of shame. They're going to have the time to think back and reflect on their treatment towards you, their behavior towards you, and it's going to eat them up. See that? What did I tell you guys? Grounding. Grounding. Ground yourself. Focus on tradition. Grounding. Take it back to where it was originally. Return to your roots. Plant yourself firm. Do not bend. Do not break. All right? Because somebody right now is experiencing some anxiety. They're shaking. They're all over the place. Scared. Wondering if he's going to come back. Or he may be wondering if I'll be able to come back. What's she doing? Somebody's shaking though. If it's you, you need to ground yourself, okay? Ground yourself. Don't move based upon your desires and your feelings in this situation, because this situation requires mind. It requires mind. In order for you to be successful, you are going to have to exercise your mental faculties. This talks about no communication. Don't reach out. Don't reach out. Okay? He needs to be left to wonder about you. Practice discretion. Make him wonder about you. He needs to miss you. And if he desires you, he's going to come forward. See? A balance has to be restored here. Someone's feeling miserable. Miserable. For some of you, for all of you who are watching, a balance is being restored. Okay?